And talking about tools, we're on to the next one here. This title of the article from payments.com, spelled incorrectly, pymnts.com. The title of the article, I'm going to say it, but it's got nothing to do with the point I want to make. B2B fashion marketplace taps new sales with virtual trade shows. Well, this article is diving into B2B marketplaces. Now, it says they're nothing new. In fact, it's an idea that has its roots in the late 1990s and early 2000s when Ariba and Commerce One and many others took a shot at organizing buyers and suppliers online for the purpose of discovering each other and doing business. One study found that 75% of B2B buyers and sellers now want to make purchases or interact with business partners online. We've covered that study in the past. What I want to dive into that's half included in this article here, Victor, is there an opportunity for an Amazon of B2B products and services? It's becoming so noisy to find services, sales outbound. It's getting so much harder. We're going to dive into some kind of comments and cancel culture on some outbound on LinkedIn later on in the show. But with it becoming such a noisy environment, is the value or is the increasingly the potential of value of having one site where you go, everything's fairly compared, and you can buy through that website, whether it's sales tools, marketing tools, SaaS products, whatever it is the value in kind of someone building the Amazon of B2B products and services?
But that's almost like, one could argue that's almost like Alibaba. Mm-hmm. Even though Alibaba has everything, but you can go buy a earth mover for $1 million on Alibaba. So maybe that's kind of what they're aiming for. So, there's always that opportunity. What I like about this article you found here is that, the concept really had its roots in the 1990s and 2000s, as you said. Kind of leads to the point we were talking about earlier, that back then, maybe we didn't have the tools. Plus, maybe the mindset wasn't there. Fast forward, this pandemic has accelerated digital transformation. So now virtual seems acceptable. The tools are there. The bandwidth is there sometimes as far as connections. But we're more open to it now. So in the study, that's 75%?
Yep.
Now want to make a purchase. I think that's a big number. Will, that's a big number.
I'm just on the Alibaba.com website. And one of the top links at the top of the page, clearly they're pushing traffic to this because Alibaba gets millions of page views every day, right? Is online trade shows. Now, I'm on the online trade shows page. It says there's 32 product categories. There's 37,000 participating suppliers. There is basically 1.4 million products been launched on the Alibaba, online trade show. And I assume it's almost like a Kickstarter campaign, apart from the products are not in development, they actually exist. And you can launch them on there. You can go and interact with the suppliers. Perhaps you're shopping for, office furniture, whatever it is. That's a B2B sale, right? You're searching for office furniture. So I assume if I type in, I'll do it in real time now, office furniture, it'll come up with, comes up with a whole list of suppliers. This is kind of what I was alluding to. But maybe my spin was on more software and tools as opposed to physical products. Alibaba's just physical products. And there's countless suppliers that can give us office furniture at different price points. Which is interesting here as well, Alibaba has a verified element to it as well, much like eBay does. And there's even a button to chat now. I'm going to click chat now and see what happens. Or it's telling me to sign in. So I assume that even the sales conversation then, as an inbound lead, has been facilitated on Alibaba as well. So I'll re-ask the question, I guess. Can we do Alibaba for other B2B products? Is that the smart way to go about this?
Oh, yeah. We got to find some big suppliers like, let me see, Dear HubSpot, Dear Salesforce, Dear Course AI, some big companies to build out some massive system like that. I think Salesforce would be in a position to build out something like that, I think. What do you think? Should we push that on Salesforce to do it?
Well, Salesforce has an app marketplace, right? Other companies that have these APIs and integrations have app marketplaces as well. Obviously, Salesforce should be the giant it is, as the biggest and leading one. But maybe we don't want Salesforce or a specific supplier to be creating this. And what I'm thinking here is, if we wanted to do a marketplace for CRM organizations, why can't it just be a website that has so much content on CRM, has CRM specific experts creating podcast content, video content, so that if you want to do anything to do with CRM, you go to this one specific place and they'll give you unbiased vendor information, and they will put you in front of the right people, the right organizations. They can even perhaps facilitate a bidding or tender process, and they take a cut of the end sale from the supplier side as opposed to taking a buyer fee up front. I feel like something like that could be incredibly valuable, especially for small, medium organizations. Obviously, large enterprises, they have their own procurement teams that can do a lot of this for them. But for small, medium organizations, again, obviously it's not going to be completely unbiased, but as unbiased as we can possibly be, a site like that, a facility, a program like that could be incredibly valuable to them. And of course, if you're delivering leads and super hot inbound prospects to all these companies, they're going to be on board as well.
Well, I like the idea. I mean, it's a lot of content curation and a lot of, revising of information because of all the new developments every week, so forth and so on. So I know there's a website out there. I don't remember the name, but it's a website dedicated to reviewing CRMs and doing these comparative analysis. But I forgot the name of it. But it's out there, and the opportunity is there.
Well, I googled CRM reviews. Top search result in Google is pcmag.com, so clearly not relevant whatsoever. G2.com, somewhat relevant, although I'm skeptical of how biased some of these review sites are. Softwareadvice.com, again, not very specific. TechRadar.com, not specific at all. There doesn't seem to be. TrustRadius.com, again, somewhat skeptical. Fuel.com, which is a finance website. Business.com. These are all, I'd have to go for each one. It would be unfair to say. What I was about to say is these are clickbaity articles to just drive clicks, as opposed to full-on reviews of in-depth reviews and recommendations on products and services. But it seems like there's a market out there. It's another spin-off business for us, Victor.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, and I remember seeing it. I know it has CRM in the domain name, but I can't remember what it does. I can't see it either. But anyway, a lot of opportunities. You know what? That's why people should listen to this show more often. They're going to get great ideas and launch mega companies. They should give us a slice of the pie after they get big. That says, I just keep reminding them of that, Will, to make sure that if our conversation generated was a catalyst for any idea, we should be allowed at least, I'm going to be generous here and say, we should be allowed each 1% of that company's value.